Cool, what's good, people? We are here today. We're gonna review Good Boy. Came out a few weeks ago, but hey, there's no rule saying that we got to do it right away. So, Good Boy is a supernatural horror movie directed by Ben Leonberg, which is his future, I mean, his feature debut, co-written by Alex Cannon. And pretty much it follows a man named Todd who relocates to his late grandfather's remote country house with Indy, his dog, and strange phenomena begin to appear or happen. And the dog is the only one who can see it. So, to pretty much just start off on that, man, that premise alone, from a dog's perspective, that's to me, that's honestly, man, it's genius. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
How many times have we seen that? Well, you have dogs, right?
Oh man, I have two English bulldogs, man. And
Yeah,
let me
so
tell you, let me
okay.
tell you something, man. This dog Indy. I mean, not only is he the star of the show, he took the show. And if I were to ask any of my lazy ass bulldogs to do half the stuff that he did, they would look at me all kinds of crazy, asking for snacks, man. I mean, yeah. I mean,
they be like, yeah, man, it's
are
one
we
of those
serious?
things.
Huh?
Yeah, man.
Just feed me.
Mean, I was gonna say from a dog owner's perspective, how many times have you seen your dogs looking at something that's not, or
man, why don't say that, man? Don't say that, man. You're gonna scare, man.
Oh man,
they do that shit all the time. And now I'm not gonna sleep tonight. Now that you mentioned that, man.
Hey man, I mean that's what I mean. I only had a dog twice in my life, and the more recent one was a short-lived one because my little bullies in the house were allergic. But I do recall a long time ago when I had a dog. Like sometimes, man, her name was Passion, and sometimes she would just look and she'd be barking at something like that's not. I'm like, what are you barking at? And this is it makes this movie. People will make you like paranoid. Like I if you have dogs, you will most likely be paranoid because this movie it really explores that. It explores that aspect of not just horror tropes, of the we always see that in all movies, right? Where
right.
A dog or cat or I don't know, cow, pig, whatever, usually animals, they will see the entity before or try to warn or whatever. And I think that premise, like I said, is just so fascinating with that, right?
Right. Let me feed on that a little bit. I mean, it's been referenced in other movies where dogs are different. One of the movies that I want to reference real quick is What Dreams May Come, when Cuba Gooding Jr.'s character is explaining how dogs are different, when Robin Williams' character, who is dead, could see his dog barking at him. And that kind of feeds into this, I mean, because the dogs do see, the dog is seeing something that the humans can't.
That's one of my favorite movies, man. I love that movie. I used to look that over and over again.
I still do.
Yeah, I mean, you can even go to something like Ghost. Remember, Patrick Swayze wanted to make the cat move. He focused in, and the cat saw and jump. So the premise is the idea of this has always been there. I think it was always the execution. We're going to keep this one really short and sweet. Acting was good. The premise and what is happening is really good. Here's the thing. This movie, if you see it, stay all the way through to the end. This movie took 3 years to make. And when you see the type of dedication and hard work that they put behind this movie, I'm kind of giving my rating out. I don't want to say it's a classic, but I would definitely say you gotta go see it. Just purely, kind of. I mean, it's amazing because they use the real dog. It's actually the
director's dog. Yes.
And it took them 3 years to get and they show you behind the scenes at the end. So there is like a post-credit aspect where you kind of get a behind the scenes look. But it made me appreciate, like, man, this is it, the hard work that went into it.
Right.
What I will say, so, Bot, did you take a look at that movie at Lady in the Yard?
Yes, I did. Yes.
Okay. So, hold on. What's your rating for this movie?
All right, man. I've got to disagree with you on this one. All right, because of what you just explained. Let's keep in mind that this is a small cast. All right, there is only what six or seven humans that are filmed in this movie. Mm-hmm. You hardly ever see their faces. The star of this movie is Indy, a dog who doesn't know that he's in a movie setting.
Yeah.
And just the chemistry with this cast and crew, I gotta give this one a freaking classic, man. This is the Bot's first freaking classic, yes. Because they did a lot with so little.
Okay, I'm not even going to argue with you with that, man. I can see it. I guess when I look at it from a standpoint of a perfect movie, right?
Yeah.
Well, so hold on. Here's what we'll do. So, people, that is our review of Good Boy. Now, what I would say, we're going to continue on because we're going to kind of cross into spoiler territory a little bit right here, right? So, if you have not seen the movie or anything else like that, I would suggest, hey, stop right now, cut off. We appreciate you tuning in. Like, subscribe, hit the bell notifications, all of that jazz, and we'll see you on the next review. But we're going to give you a little opportunity because now we're stepping into spoiler territory. All right, so 3, 2, 1. If you're still here, that means you don't mind it being spoiled. Okay.
Right.
So the reason why I can't give this a perfect movie, because there are still some things that I had questions that kind of irritated me just a little bit, right? Okay. The neighbor, the hunter that just kept popping up, I felt like there was no real reason for him to be in the story except for to give a feeling that there was an entity or something around, right? So then the ending of this movie, I was like, what the hell? Like the sheer visual of it, I'm like, did he go to hell? Now, the reason why I mentioned Lady in the Yard with this, because I had the same questions with Lady in the Yard, obviously, right?
Right.
There's different ways you can look at the entity. The entity is death. The entity is obviously, well, in Lady of the Yard, it was grief. In this sense, depression, right? Because it seemed like whenever Todd got mad about his condition and he was dying, it would be that flicker. It was like he was becoming that entity or whatever.
Yes.
And then, near the end, the scene, you see the pill. So obviously he killed himself. That's what I was thinking anyway. Yep. You see the bottles that he had ended up killing himself, that he didn't end up succumbing. So and in the movie, there was a mention that dogs can remember. There was a mention of dogs sensing feelings and grief and blah 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 blah. So,
and that's true, and that is absolutely 100% true.
So that's where I was looking at it. Okay, and that's why I was looking at it. I was like, okay, so is this entity, and then of course, you can say a demon or whatever, there was still some unanswered questions that kind of left my head scratching, like with the grandfather. Okay, again, I see that it was potentially also hereditary. Maybe, the grandfather went there to potentially kill himself as well.
Right.
Whatever. So there was that aspect. Maybe something was left over from the past. I still think there was too many things that were left unanswered, that were not... That's why I didn't give it a classic.
All right. Yeah. That's fair.
And again, maybe later on. I mean, I'm waiting for it to come on Shudder. I'm waiting for it to come on Shudder because it's going to be a Shudder movie. That way I can look at it, maybe take a real deeper dive. But I just really think that, I don't know. And then that ending, man, like that whole drag. I'm like, it felt like he got dragged to hell.
That's what I got from it too, because I'm with you on that one, where I thought he killed himself. And usually if you're in if you grew up in a religious background, when you take your own life, you are damned. And here's what I thought what was beautiful about this ending is that the dog still wanted to follow his owner no matter where he went. That love, because there's a reason why it's called man's best friend. And you got to remember, you mentioned it, I'm a dog person. I've always had a dog all my life, and we've had to say goodbye to our best friends, and it kills us when we have to do that. And so it got me a little teary-eyed at the end when I saw Indy trying to chase after his owner.
Yeah, and he told him that
he told him no, to go back. Back.
He said no. Yeah. He said his exact words were, "You can't save me, boy."
Yeah, you can't save me, boy. Yeah, sorry. But
which again, it comes down to that fact of, okay, I guess it does solidify the aspect even more of he was going to hell, and the dog even's trying to save him, save his soul from hell. There's we can look at it so many different ways. That's why I kind of I wanted you, I was saying about the lady in the art, because it had a similar feeling with the entity, right? Where you can look at the entity as, okay, because I remember I left this movie thinking the same thing, like with Lady in the Yard. I was like, okay, what was the entity? And I do like that, where it leaves it open, where it's like, was it really something in the house, or was this, was he haunted? Air quoting, was Todd haunted by depression, or there was an entity, and what the dog is sensing is Todd's depression.
And what it could have, what it could also be is that there wasn't no entity. It was just Todd's emotions, and that's the way that the dog interpreted it.
Yeah, especially in those certain scenes where it's like Todd's banging his head, or like and see what and that's where I said those are certain scenes where I'm like, it didn't make sense to me. It's like, okay, so now I'm like, is it an entity? That's where it's one of those things, man, where I kind of feel like it could have been really close for me. It could have been close to one of those movies, just a classic. For me, it just barely missed it, and it was on those few points. That's the reason why it really got missed. But I enjoyed the movie. It is a slow burn.
Mm-hmm.
It is very much a slow burn. Not a lot of like jump scares or anything else like that. I think a few happened. And then, like I said, just a few questions, some things that didn't, I don't know, things that didn't really make sense to me. Like, the entity going after the dog. That's where it blurs that line of, okay, is this depression or an emotion? but um, you know, I think when Todd was, I don't know, and then I think I saw somebody say that they think that Todd had been dead for a minute. Like what we're seeing, like there's a possibility that Todd had been did this, and that I don't know, the entity was stalking his soul, not realizing that he was already dead. That. Yeah.
Well, there's a hole there because you got to remember there's his sister did play into it.
True.
and
True.
and he turned a lot of his emotion towards the sister too as well, and you could pretty much tell. And this is what I loved about this part, is that you could tell that there was a real close bond right there with those two characters. But
Yeah.
one thing I do want to mention, and this scene got my heart pumping. I mean, I had my hoodie on, and I put the hood over my head, and I was just peeping through the hole. But it was the doghouse scene. Man, that scene got me, because I don't know. Did you catch the drum sound?
Yeah, I mean, I did, but that's one of the scenes I kind of had an issue with.
Really?
That was what that whole it was just like, the entity. Well, I felt like the entity was going after the dog at that moment, which it was. You were seeing, and it was like, but and it was like, why all of a sudden are you turning your attentions to this dog? The dog has been able to see you. This and this. It's like your attentions has been on Todd this whole time. Now all of a sudden, to build tension, you're focusing on the dog, and that's where I was just like, and again, I do plan on looking at this movie again when it comes to Shudder and seeing. Maybe it'll make more sense because I can really process. But yeah, man. I mean, I'm not knocking that for you. You know what I mean?
Oh no, and I think it's maybe because maybe you didn't have the experience in the theater that I had. Yes. So Mrs. Bott couldn't come. We couldn't find a sitter. And so I decided to catch the latest show, which was at 11 o'clock. And I was the only one in the theater. Yeah. So my mind was playing tricks on me. I mean, so you could understand.
I caught a late night showing of it too. I think it was on my birthday, wasn't it? Yeah, I think it's so. Yeah. And maybe that's another thing too. I had this couple that was sitting a few seats down that they kept getting up and leaving, man. Like they kept getting up, leaving for like 5-10 minutes and then coming back. And then I was just like, they did it about 3 or 4 times. So I don't know, maybe that caused me to miss some things or whatever. But like I said, again, man, it is it's a good movie, man. I think some people, I think they're gonna feel that runtime. I really do think so. Some people might even say, "Hey, this isn't a movie. You could have did this. It would probably work better as a short film." I can see that too. Yeah. And if people said that, I wouldn't have any argument with it. I couldn't really argue and say, "Oh no, this needed to be." It's already short. I think the movie was only like an hour and 17 minutes.
It wasn't that long.
So it's not,
Correction. It felt like an eternity for me, man, because
thank you. That's the thing.
I was scared shitless, man.
Man, but I'm not gonna lie. For it to be only an hour and 17, man, that movie did feel longer. Like as it was going on, I remember checking my watch a few times. I'm like, damn, like only this amount of time passed by, and it did. That's what I said. It is a true slow burn, building up. Some of it, I don't know. I mean, again, I guess to get that movie runtime, they had to keep some stuff in. But I could definitely see if anybody says that this movie could have been a short story and shorter, I cannot not agree with them, because it could have been cut down. But like I said, hey, at the end of the day, people, if you're still tuning in, you heard all the spoilers or whatever. Hey, you already know. Hey, let us know in the comments what y'all think. Definitely let us know. Like real viewpoint on it. Did you like Good Boy? Do you agree with Bot? Do you think it's a classic? Do you agree with me where it's a gotta see it, just missed the mark a little bit? Or do you think it's even lower? I heard some people that was like, nah, this movie, you know what I mean? Some people were mad coming out of this movie. Some people were like, man, I could have waited for it to come on Shudder. So what are your thoughts? But again, hey, if you can, hit the like button, hit the follow, hit the subscribe button, notifications, all that, and continue to support us. We appreciate it. We're going to continue to do these. We're going to continue to do these movie reviews. So if you can continue to show us love and support and do all that stuff below, we appreciate it. So we would definitely see y'all on the next review. Any last words, Bot?
Hug your dogs. Hug your dogs.
and wonder what they're looking at when they're staring at air.
Hey, man, quit messing around, man. Come on, stop that shit, man. Come on. Man, I grew up, I'm a Mexican Bot, man. We're very superstitious, man. Stop that.
Hey, man, I don't know, man. I mean, it could be one of your
okay, all right. End the show already, man. End the show. I'm in a short circuit.
All right, people. We're out.
All right. Peace.